Guys, I've been having a lot of questions on how difficult it is to set up the LEDs on the Super Cub, and I'm just going to make this quick video and show you how easy it is and show you how I did it on mine. This is the lighting system here. It comes with a control unit, a solid red light, a solid green light, 2 solid white landing lights, 2 strobing white lights, and 2 slow flashing beacon red lights. So I'll show you right now how I've got mine set up. I actually have mine set up where the control unit is on the wing here, so I can actually detach the whole wing and I don't have to worry about leaving my wing on because it's all wired up through the plane and stuff. So the way I have mine set up is I have the LEDs right there. This is the green one, I believe. And I put a little bit of white out so it hides it on the white plane, because when you're pretty high up it's a lot less noticeable. But I ran the lights LED wire along the edge here, and then here's the other LED I have here. You can't really see it because I have sharpied over the tape that I have holding it on there. This is what they look like on the plane. And then I have, this is the control unit. Here, let me bring this over here. So here's the LEDs here, and that's the wires you see here that have wired up to the ones on the rear here are my white flashing strobe lights. And then the ones I have right here on the black that are kind of hard to see right there, same side over here, are the solid white lights, and then I have the red and then the green on the wing tips. And then on the plane I actually have a wire that runs along here, and then I have it swoop around the tail here, and it pops out right there, goes to the top, and then right there on the top is my red beacon LED, so that's kind of cool. And then the other one that I have, I took the time and made a little tape area here, so that little bubble there is also another LED, so that shines red along with the beacon on the tail there, and they all flash together. And then the way I wired this up is I just took the wires and I velcroed them on here, or I taped them together and then I velcroed it on, and then I just have a little teeny piece here. And then this is how the LEDs hook onto the control unit. So here's the control unit here, and each one of these little white connector pieces just plugs right in. And on the directions it tells you on the inside here. Let me pull this out so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Right here, this little diagram here, let me get into focus. This little diagram here tells you which LEDs plug into which side here. So the way I have mine set up here, you can see that the diagram, here, let me get into focus. The diagram is exactly like on the picture here. So you want to put the labeled LEDs, this is white number 1. So right here, get into focus, white light flashing fast number 1. So that's where you plug it in. It's really simple to do. It just depends on how in-depth you want to make them. I kind of try to wire them up so the wing could be fully detachable. And yeah, that was my main focus on how I wanted to install the LEDs. And this is how they plug in. So I've moved mine around. If you haven't done anything and it's your insides of your your Hobbyzone Super Cub are still stock, your receiver will be laying flat on this plastic flat piece here, laying flat, and the LED slots that you have empty, which, let me get into focus here. Oh, you're not getting into focus. There you go. What? Come on. Okay. So right here you can see how the Super Cub actually comes with the elevator and then the rudder port for the rudders, or the rudder is actually hooked up to the aileron on this 3-channel setup. So you have a leftover servo socket for your rudder, and it's a three-prong, just like this is here, 3-prong setup, but this only uses 2. Because a 3-prong setup is a negative, your positive wire, and then the third one is your control. So that's the one that would be receiving the controls if it were a actual servo. But this one just takes the power off. So the way you would set it up is here. I'll try to do this with one hand. So the way I have mine set up is it takes the little servo plug here, and then I just, let me get into focus so it's not nice and clear. So you take the servo plug on the LEDs and you plug that right into your receiver unit. There it is right there on top. And then now I have power to all the LEDs. And as you can see, the little wire, white wire right there, plugs right into the middle control unit right there that I'm kind of putting it at, but I'm not going to do it because I only have one hand. And then you're good to go. And then you just power them up, and then they're all ready to go. So if you guys have any more questions or anything like that, just go ahead and feel free to message me, and I'll try to make a video response or answer them as best as I can. Alright, thank you.